enjoy Japanese culture. Life and death situation. Decided to raise fund for special night vision device. The blood of Ukrainians.
Thank you for your cooperation. First, could you tell me where you're from and in your introduction?
Okay, yeah. My name is Alexei, and I'm from Ukraine. I'm here already almost 3 years. I'm living in Japan. Enjoy Japanese culture.
Enjoy Japanese culture. Also, you're working in Japan.
Yes, now I'm working in Japan.
I'm curious about 3 years ago. What made you decided to come to Japan and live in Japan?
Because Corona started,
Yeah.
and I lost job in Ukraine. It was also one of the point. My wife is Japanese, so I came to Japan to support my wife and looking for another opportunity for a job.
You met with your wife in Ukraine or in Japan?
Yeah, that's right. We met each other in Ukraine. That time she came to Ukraine as a student, and that time I also was a student, and we met each other.
So you married in Ukraine.
Yeah, that's right.
Your wife also wanted to come to Japan, or she wanted to remain in Ukraine?
Actually, we live in Ukraine, planning to stay in Ukraine. But 2019, all of you know, Corona started. That time, my wife was pregnant with my second child.
Okay.
Yeah, and she came to Japan, and I just came to her with her and helped her. I started learn Japanese language.
So you started learning Japanese after you coming to Japan.
That's right.
And also, so even Japanese this time, it was so difficult to find jobs. So for you, so it's more difficult for Japanese to
Yeah.
get the job, I think. So how was it like?
Yeah, it
ask
was
you.
incredibly difficult. Especially, each step was incredibly difficult. It started from even when I decided to create buy SMS cards for my phone. Without credit card, I could not buy. I don't know how I overcome by support my friends in Japan, but around 1 year I could not do anything. Just I tried to find part job. Finally, I found part job, and I worked as a helper at the airport. So I was like a man who is take care about all these heavy boxes and put the to containers. So I work in that airport.
Finally, you find a job.
Part job.
Okay, part job.
Part job. Yeah, I was able to join the company and be already not just part job but full-time worker. IT company, and I'm doing consulting with IT.
Okay, you are getting used to the Japanese life.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. After 2 years, it's kind of suffering.
During the 4 years, so you were living in Japan. I need to choose the words. I know what happened in your country. Can I ask you about it?
Yeah, sure.
I know some people in Ukraine coming to Japan send a message by the SNS or by the TV news what happened in Ukraine. If you do anything special kind of the activity, could you share
Yeah.
for us?
Yeah, when this terrible things happened, when it was February 24th, 2022, because that time I've been in a business trip in other country, but I decided to help Ukrainians. So together with my friends, we start to do volunteer work. So we did a lot of projects, and we gather money for medicine, for food, for different electronic devices. We done almost like more than 10 projects.
Your projects.
And this time I register new project here in Diagogo for support Ukrainian soldiers. Especially why I started, because one of my close friends with whom we grew up together, he asked me for help. Support him because already injured 3 times, life and death situation. So I decided to raise fund for special night vision device. It helped him to be out of danger zone, because without this device he have to come closer to danger zone. I believe many people who willing support Ukraine, especially international here in Japan.
Yeah. Okay, so So you can do this activity because you live in Japan.
Yeah.
Uniquely. Yeah. Probably Japanese people want to know about your country's culture. Maybe most of the people know about Ukraine. So after starting the war, they want to know it was before starting the war. Could you show me?
In the blood of Ukrainians,
Mhm.
there is a kind of freedom spirit exists. From the beginning of our nation, we are fighting for our independence. If you check Ukrainian map, it's always all around big neighbors, as Russia,
Yeah.
from another part Turkey, from another part another neighbors Poland. So during the all our history, we always fighting for independence. First time when we got independence, just for a few days, it was 1919, and Russians Bolshevik, they came and they took over. And the second chance when we got independence, it was 1991. And after that, we tried to keep freedom, protect our freedom. 2014, actually, it was started from first time when we got Orange Revolution.
Yeah.
It was 2012, and then 2014, because people they don't want to be under someone control, and Russian they always try to control Ukraine. So that's why part of Ukrainian culture it be free man. And also another point which I want to mention about Ukrainian culture, we also very friendly and open to other people. In our culture, everyone can share their opinion. From the beginning of our history, we kept this culture actually. And of course, because of Bolshevik and communism, they tried to crush this culture.
Yeah.
But as we see now, they did not. So I think this is very important and strong point.
So Ukraine also want to recover as your spirit also and the mentality to be open.
Yeah, that's right. So somehow, Ukraine and Japan culture, they close to each other.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even the distance between two nations is very far, right?
Yeah.
I mean, each person in Ukraine, if you ask, do you like Japan? For sure they say most of course, I cannot say for all, but most of 99% they said, yeah, they interested, they like it,
Oh, really?
and they always smile. And when you hear, are you from Japan? If some Japanese, they, yeah, okay, oh, interesting. Yeah,
That's good here.
yeah. We try to learn from other nation the best points. When this actually war this started, people they trust to each other, and government trust to people. So we overcome huge gap between communication between government and the people. Another things about Ukrainian culture, beautiful Ukrainian dress. Yeah, it's called vyshivanka.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard it.
yeah. People when they created this dress, they put a lot of efforts, and they did all by his hands. So in order to make one clothes, one piece, the girl or mother, she have to spend from 3 up to their 6 months
For making it.
Yeah, for making it. In Japan, this kind of product very popular, especially Ukrainian vyshivanka.
Yeah.
Why? Because and now I'm come to the point. Why is Ukraine and Japan cultures kind of close to each other? Because Japanese people they work hard, so they did a lot of efforts to try to make perfect something, right? For example, if someone doing kendo, they do a lot of efforts to make one shot. He tried to do 1,000 times, right?
Yeah.
At the same time, yeah, if you want to create in Ukraine, we have such a culture to put a lot of efforts to create beautiful things. Yeah, such like vyshivanka. You have they have to do this at night, because at that time, like 100 year ago, this vyshivanka, exist. There's no lights. They have to do under the candle. Yeah, so that's why the point is, which I want to mention, in Ukrainian culture, we have this culture put a lot of efforts to do something perfectly.
Okay.
The same as Japanese, they also do a lot of efforts to do something perfectly.
Finally, I understand what is common between the Ukraine and the Japanese.
I think this is point how we can learn from each nation. We have a lot of different opinions because Japanese wife have always have her own opinion. Always, and her understanding is like 100% different from mine. Not just because she is a woman and I'm a man, but because of different culture. And how we try to
Approach each other.
approach each other. We try to listen to each other, try to learn from each other. Mostly, I'm doing.
Not her.
Yeah, she is very strong. Like her lineage, some samurai.
So what do you feel the biggest difference? Like,
Her attitude for do anything. My attitude a little bit relaxed and like this. I'm always try to not get to the big tension, but she always, if she decided to do something, she very responsible. If she going to job, she very responsible this way. She prepare from early morning to go to the job. She's working as a kindergarten teacher. She prepare many things in detail, very cute. Like for me, it's okay. For example, maybe children a little bit not so much good well, like something like this way. My daughter, but she always no, this is not that much well. You have to make this way. It's make it
more corrective, right?
more corrective, more cute. Yeah, this is one point. Another point, if I say something, you have to listen me. Yeah, so that's point which I learned from her. For example, when she said something, sometimes I'm like on the phone and like not paying attention. But I understand if she says something, I have to put my phone away and listen to what she says.
You have to like pay attention to her.
Yeah. This is like different, but that from this different point I learn and I change myself.
Yeah, I will do also like that in the future. And I thank so much for the sharing so many things. And
Okay, thank you so much.